Russian leader Vladimir Putin has rejected a proposal being developed by US President-elect Donald Trump's team for peace in Ukraine. This is stated in a report by the Institute for the Study of War (ISW), which notes that Putin directly rejected the Trump team's proposal to postpone Ukraine's membership in NATO for at least 10 years as a condition for ending the war. On December the 26th, the dictator said it did not matter whether Ukraine joined NATO today, tomorrow, or in 10 years, commenting on the idea of the US President-elect's team. Putin's December 26th statement is part of a series of comments he has made recently, reiterating his refusal to consider compromises on his demands for late 2021 and early 2022. Those demands include forcing Ukraine to become a permanently neutral state that will never join NATO, imposing strict limits on the size of the Ukrainian army, and removing the Ukrainian government, the analysts noted. Earlier, Vladimir Putin said he was ready to meet with Donald Trump at any time. He also said he was ready for negotiations and compromises with Ukraine. And Donald Trump said that Putin is waiting to meet him as soon as possible. So we have to wait for this. We have to end this war. At the same time, former US Ambassador to Russia Michael McFaul told how Trump can encourage Zelensky and Putin to hold negotiations. Putin will only engage in serious negotiations when Russian armed forces can no longer seize more Ukrainian territory, or even better, although less likely, when Russian soldiers start losing ground, the politician explained. The newly elected US President Donald Trump put forward a demand to European countries. He wants them to increase spending on military aid to Ukraine. This is stated in the article by the Washington Post. It is noted that in this way, Trump wants to reduce Washington's spending on aid to Ukraine in the military sphere. Trump is already pressuring European countries to increase aid to Ukraine. At the same time, he is signaling that security assistance from the United States, as Ukraine's largest supporter, will decrease. The publication reads. The publication also writes that Trump has not yet revealed the details of his plan on how exactly he wants to force Russian dictator Vladimir Putin to end the war at the negotiating table.
Azerbaijan Airlines passenger plane that crashed in Kazakhstan on December 25, killing 38 people on board, had been attacked by Russian Panzer-S air defense system, according to preliminary investigation, Azerbaijan's Caliber news agency reported on Thursday. Citing unnamed government sources, the publication stated that the Embraer 190 belonging to the airline was shot before approaching Chechnya's capital Grozny, where it was bound to travel. Moreover, as a result of Russia's use of electronic warfare systems, the communication system of the Embraer 190 was completely paralyzed, causing the aircraft disappear from radar of Russian airspace. Caliber reminded that during the time of Azerbaijani airline planes' flight over Chechnya, Russian air defense systems were attempting to down Ukrainian drones over the North Caucasus Republic. Chechen leader Ramzan Kadyrov earlier confirmed that a drone attack occurred over the republic on December 25, while stating that there were no casualties or damage during the attack. Caliber went on to blame Russia for not closing its airspace to civilian aircraft. Why a no-fly zone was not declared over Chechnya remains a significant question, the website questioned. It should be noted that the flight was diverted from Chechnya Airport and was also denied landing permission in Makhachkala and Mineralny Vody cities. Reminding that the plane was diverted to Kazakhstan's Aktau city, Caliber stressed, it can be assumed that recommendation was given with one goal, to have the aircraft crash into the Caspian Sea, where all witnesses would perish and the aircraft would sink. The website recalled that video footage from the aircraft cabin indicate that 2 passengers were injured by shrapnel, stressing that all eyewitness testimony, including reports of explosions heard outside the aircraft, points to the involvement of air defense systems. Acknowledging that the plane was not shot down intentionally, Caliber also called on Russia to issue an official apology to the Azerbaijani people, and conduct a full investigation. It should be noted that 29 passengers on board survived the crash. The surviving passengers of the AZL plane that crashed near Aktau Airport in Kazakhstan on December 25 have spoken about what happened on the plane before the crash. One of them said that the plane was hit by a drone, and the other said that a strong explosion took place outside of the plane before the crash. He said that after the explosion, the passenger's seat was broken, there was shrapnel in the cabin, and one of the shrapnel hit the life jacket. The passenger also noted that the plane attempted to land twice, but could not do so due to thick fog. It should be noted that 38 people died and 29 were injured as a result of the plane crash with 67 passengers including crew members on board. The dead are citizens of Azerbaijan and Russia.
Потому что что-то самолет резко пошел наверх, как бы шел на посадку, а резко пошел, как бы начал высоту набирать.
Мгм.
Я тут проснулся, я понял, что посадка с первого раза он не попал в посадку, я так понял.
Мгм.
Потом он взлетел над облаками, внизу туман был, страшный туман, чувствовал, что туман сильный был. Он развернулся, я так понял, пошел раз на второй раз.
Мгм.
Я так по моим подсчетам раза два он шел на посадку. Но вот что-то в третий раз что-то взорвалось. В
Внутри
третий раз
самолета?
что-то был взрыв. Я бы не сказал, что внутри самолета. Потому что
Мгм.
обшивка, где я рядом сидел, у меня отлетела.
Мгм.
Вот у меня, не знаю, тут уже эксперты, специалисты, конечно, будут уже версии давать. Но вот что взрыв-то был. Это
Мгм.
точно взрыв был. Взрыв все слышали. Все слышали взрыв. Кого-то... Я потянулся за жилетом вот спасательным. Думаю, мало сейчас, где сядем мы.
Мгм.
Ну, надо тогда сейчас жилет взял, смотрю, в жилете дырка осколком пробила. И
Мгм.
после этого взрыва, как раз между ног у меня где-то там вот этот осколок пролетел и попал, он жилет насквозь пробил. В жилете дырка у меня аж, я на телефон тоже это снял.
Мгм.
В жилете дырка, осколок был. Там
Какой
уже, я
ужас.
думаю, дальше будут специалисты будут пускай разбираться, заключение уже, я думаю, там уже сделают, что там произошло все-таки. В Грозном подлетели, он пытался в Грозном сесть. В Грозном сильный туман был, я так понял. Он не смог
Мгм.
сесть. Может быть, где-то там вот в борт врезалась, может быть, рядом с бортом. Но
Мгм.
взрыв был, были осколки.
An Azerbaijani airliner with 67 people on board crashed Wednesday in the Kazakhstani city of Aktau, leaving at least 32 survivors, according to officials. Bodycam video footage provided by Kazakhstan's emergency ministry on Wednesday shows the first moments following the arrival of emergency services on scene of the 190 Embraer plane crash. Kazakhstan's emergency ministry said in a telegram statement that those on board included 5 crew members. The Embraer 190 aircraft made an emergency landing 3 kilometers from the city, Azerbaijan Airlines said earlier. The plane was originally scheduled to travel from the Azerbaijani capital of Baku to the Russian city of Grozny in the North Caucasus. According to Azerbaijan Airlines, 37 passengers were Azerbaijani citizens. There were also 16 Russian nationals, 6 Kazakhstani and 3 Kyrgyzstani citizens, it said.